It was something Maya Millete's family didn't see coming. Wednesday afternoon, the Chula Vista Police Department requested to meet with them, saying this.
They told me that he wasn't very cooperative at that time.
Chula Vista Police confirmed Millete's husband has retained a lawyer and is no longer fielding their questions or requests to help them find his wife. Maya has been missing now for nearly 4 weeks.
I don't really know what's going on, kind of thing. So there's so many questions that are, unanswered.
Mary Chris is Maya's sister. She says she last saw Maya's husband Larry on Monday when she went to the house to check on her nieces and nephew. Mary Chris says she felt the kids were distant.
They're not that, eager to see us as it used to. When they see us, they're really excited.
When Maya first went missing, Mary Chris says Larry told her he'd been advised by family and friends to get a lawyer, but he refused.
He didn't want to do that because he said he's innocent. He doesn't have anything to do with Maya's disappearance.
Friday, they'll host a peaceful rally at the Chula Vista Police Department, demanding answers from investigators.
We'll continue to search for, and find Maya.
ABC 10 News was able to reach Maya's husband Wednesday night. He tells us he retained an attorney based on the advice from family and is grateful for investigators' efforts and the community to help find Maya, adding he would like the focus to remain on finding her.
We've been here before in many different cases, and everyone, no one's been charged with anything here. No one has been named as a suspect in this case. But this is there are different ways to interpret what's going on here, right? And why he's doing what he's doing at this point and why he's not doing some things as well. Let me bring in Court TV anchor Ted Rowlands. Ted, we've covered so many stories through the years that begin like this, and sometimes they end in different ways. But he's not out searching for her, and now apparently not cooperating and has a lawyer. And I understand, right? People can be falsely accused. You can feel the pressure because, they've got to clear you. If you're investigating this, you've got to clear the people closest to Maya Millete. But still, anytime someone gets a lawyer and isn't searching, I'm always scratching my head, to say the least.
Yeah, we talk about, we've been here before. It reminds me of what Mark Klass said to me many years ago. His daughter, Polly Klass, disappeared in 1993, and there was no sign of her for a few days. And he said that, he knew, he could tell that the detectives thought that he did it or he was part of it. And he said, strap me up, put the lie detector on me, anything you want. He opened up his life, and he said every second that they were looking at me, they weren't looking for my daughter. And if Larry didn't have anything to do with it, he needs to do that. Open up his life, the embarrassing parts of his life, give him the computers, the phones, so that they don't look at him. Every minute they're looking at Larry, if he didn't do it, they're not looking for the person that she's with, or maybe has been abducted, maybe she left. But he's taking attention away. And getting a lawyer not cooperating is only going to bring more attention to him. I totally get it. A friend says you should get a lawyer. Makes sense, right? And what's the lawyer going to say? Don't talk. Don't talk. I'm here for you. Don't talk. But if the goal is to find May, this isn't the way to do it. Yeah,
and you're so right. We're going to have our think tank on tonight, and I'll guarantee you they're going to say, well, and I'm going to put it to them. I say, why would an innocent person need a lawyer in this situation? Why? If you did nothing, and it's your wife and the mother of your children who's missing, why do you need a lawyer? And they'll take 15 minutes to explain it to me. But it comes back, I think, to what you're saying, Ted. All right, now, he's not speaking now, but initially he did. He even spoke to our affiliate, KGTV. Gave a pretty extensive interview.
Yeah, 10 minutes long. It was a phone interview. One of the things that he talked about was the critical moments of when was she last seen. And it's a complicated little story that he tells. Take a listen.
Just walk me through like the last time you saw her and what was going on. night, like we got into a kind of an argument, and we've been having like problems, for about a year. Kind of like been up and down and stuff like that. But after that, I give her space.
So just tell me, so you got into an argument, and then the last time you saw her was actually in the house?
Yes.
Okay.
Thursday.
So she didn't take a vehicle.
No.
No one saw her leave.
No, but on Friday, I could still hear her, but I didn't physically see her when I got home. But that's like normal too, because we have lots of bedrooms. It's a 2-story house, and we kind of I give her space. So, but that's why every time someone says Thursday, yes, it's physically, or visually see her, but for me, it's Friday night. I can hear her like wrestling around, making dinner for herself in another bedroom, and I'm sleeping with the kids in another bedroom.
Okay.
So upstairs and she's downstairs, kind of deal, kind of like a roommate thing. It's kind of like giving each other space. Well,
Sure.
I don't need the space. She always wants the space.
So, he gets, I love that last look. I don't need the space. She always wants her space. He has little digs, and he does this a few times during this interview. But the bottom line is he's got a window now. He's told police the last saw her Thursday, but I heard her on Friday. She's still alive on Friday. This could be very important if this takes another step.
Oh, absolutely. Now let's talk about her Friday night. All right, she's a mother, a young children, 4 to 11, and she made dinner for herself. So she ate by herself. She didn't eat with her children. That's to me, that's kind of strange. I'd like to know more about that. And then I wasn't 100% clear what he said about the bedroom and sleeping. So they're in separate rooms now in the house, right? So he established that they're in separate rooms. But were the kids with her or were the kids with him? I couldn't quite understand what he was saying. He said, yeah, well, she's sleeping, the kids in another bedroom. And I don't know if he meant he has the kids or the kids have their own bedroom or the kids are with her. What did you hear in all that?
Yeah, I heard she made dinner for herself, and then he kind of he mumbled she's and slept with the kids. I visualized that she was sleeping with the kids, which should be verified fairly easily, I would think, if investigators have talked to the kids or family members have. The bottom line.
Wait, Ted, can we stop right there for a second?
Yes,
we both have multiple children. Mine are a little more spread out in age, so it might be a little more awkward. But are we having 3 kids and mom all sleeping in the bed? What?
Well, no, and are we not seeing each other if we live? I mean, it's a 2-story house. I don't think they live in a mansion with separate wings. The idea that they are coexisting and not seeing each other, there's got to be one kitchen, I assume, right, and one, one main area. I don't know, and it's shifty, right? And we're not sure what he's talking about there, because he mumbles, and he throws things in. Take a listen to this other clip. This is him. He's telling the story, but listen carefully to how he slips in little digs at his wife about her behavior in the months leading up to her disappearance.
On Saturday morning, when her parents came by, her door was locked. I found the keys to the bedroom, and I opened it, and she was already gone. So maybe she went to a morning sunrise hike, because she didn't go jeeping, because that's one of her other hobbies, the Jeep group. And, she would have taken that. So assumed maybe one of her friends picked her up, and, they went hiking or wine tasting. She likes to go wine tasting in Temecula. That's her other thing, or brunch, early morning. Yeah. After that, at night, we're okay, she hasn't come home yet. Which is sometimes okay. She'd go out maybe for drinks or something. She usually doesn't drink a lot, but recently she's been, doing that. The latest she would be home like 2:30 or 3:30 in the morning. After that, that's kind of like out of the ordinary. I was thinking, okay, maybe like she's just blowing off steam, just like, doing what she told me before, where she wants everyone to leave her alone. Because before I used to get her family involved, like, hey, she's not coming home, and then why'd you call my family? I just want everyone to leave me the thing alone. But, I was like, okay, this time I think she stepped up her game, like she's blocking everyone. But now that, she missed our daughter's birthday, and like with all this pressure with the media and everything, there's something keeping her from contacting us.
Wow, that is just jam-packed. Ted, unbelievable. Some of the details there. She's out drinking at 3:30 every morning.
Yeah, and talk to her sister and her other relatives, and you get a much different story about what a dedicated mother of 3 she is. So, Larry's an innocent man. He's got a lawyer. Good for him. There's some things about this case that obviously investigators want to get to the bottom of. She's got these. She's out jeeping or hiking. She's got all this other life that he seems, just the way he describes it, he seems a little upset about, and wants us to know about it, right? And he throws in the media at the end, and with all the media pressure now, maybe she's just not coming home because of what?
There we go. Well, we lost Ted Rowlands, but he made the point, and I think it's an important point here. So Larry Millete now has an attorney, not cooperating and not speaking. We'll see how the relationship evolves or devolves between him and Maya's family, who is out there searching and organizing searches, and they want information from investigators, but investigators really in the middle of something like this, it's difficult for them to reveal a lot of information, but they've got to mend that relationship as well, because that's an important one. We may have I think we have Ted back. Ted, just kind of tying this all up now. The other part of all this, do we have to? Yeah, we have. There it is. The other part of this, Ted, is he's always talking about this hiking, and no. She didn't go hiking. None of her friends have come forward and said she went hiking. Why are we even talking about that like one day after all of this? Because haven't we spoken to all her friends already? She's not home. My goodness, call the hospitals, call the friends, call the family members. And all right, no one has seen her. So we don't have to talk about going hiking with friends anymore.
Right. For him to be opining, days after she's been missing, after she's missed her daughter's birthday, which he presumably organized, for him to say, well, I just don't know. Maybe she was hiking. She wasn't jeeping because her Jeep is here. But boy, oh boy, it's a real mystery to me. Come on. He should be saying, I don't know where she is. I don't know where she is. We have to find her. We have to find her. Everybody stop what they're doing. Please help me find my wife.
Absolutely. Ted Rowlands, Court TV anchor. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You bet.